Welcome to Prestige Mode Gaming.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen of YouTube, especially those particularly interested in video game videos. This is Logan here from Prestige Mode Gaming, and I'm coming in with a special request. I was contacted, and one of my viewers wanted to see a video on how to deal with campers. Now, there's no real way to deal with campers unless you're really I'm not going to say good, I'm going to say lucky, and you have really good reflexes. However, to make the game more enjoyable, you can use campers for your entertainment. Now, that's what I like to do. Not necessarily a revenge killer, but excuse me. I like to come in and make certain things fun. Now, where to find campers was my first task, and immediately I thought of Wasteland and hardcore mode. So, if you're wondering why everything looks a little bit different, it is hardcore. Yeah, so here we go. This is actually my favorite part of this whole match. That first guy that killed me, if you remember where he was, I do. He just shot at me. No. He's not getting me a second time. I will promise you that. I will literally, and as you can see, I will crawl across this field to get that camper. I will crawl the whole field, and that's what I do. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm not camping. I'm moving, and I'm going to get him. This is just tactical playing, and I have to say I have the most fun when I'm doing this type of action, you know, just to embarrass guys, because that guy's right in front of me right now. You can see him. Fuck you, sniper. Okay, so the only thing I could really say is, unless you are good enough to truly deal with a camper, basically, like, I would say grenades. You know, grenades are good, and use your launchers. If there's people camping, use them around corners. It's, you know, no shame in using a thumper to clear out a guy in a room, not when he's being a douchebag and he's just sitting in the corner waiting for you to come in. Like, there was a guy in the window at Skid Row where the boxes are, you climb up, and he was just sitting there. He'd pop out every once in a while and he'd kill me. And I was losing my mind, and I happened to cook a few grenades, get him a few times, stuff like that. So, you know, there's no real tactic to the jackassery of camping, but there are things you could do, like make it entertaining. That's what I like to do. I was crawling across the field talking to my buddy, and we were laughing. He was watching me. He saw me from a distance crawling across this field, and he thought it was just hilarious. And I have to say, it was hilarious because I'm a funny guy. That's what I do. Anywho, I have some bad news. I deleted the footage to one of my absolutely beast search and destroy games. Absolutely beast. I went 18-2 with 1 kill by Predator Missile, 3 kills by Pavlo. I was so pissed off, so mad. Yeah, basically I just deleted the raw files. I had been working on it. I thought I made it into another video, like a separate video, but I didn't. I deleted the raw files. So yeah, oh well. Yeah, nothing you could do about it, right? So I'm just gonna have to deal with it. Let's see here. Okay. I'm going to talk about my most anticipated games of the next quarter. You know, the next few months, there's going to be some really good games. And I'm going to start with a Xbox 360 exclusive called Splinter Cell Conviction. I have to say, I am so pumped for this. And it's not even like, I don't even have a 360. But the chance to play this game, I really want to see it. It's I don't know. There's something about it. It looks so good. It looks there's something about cooperative games that really like well executed cooperative games that really make me want to play them. I guess it's yeah, that's probably the only Xbox 360 exclusive that I'm really pumped for, except for Halo Reach. Even though I'm not a big fan of the Halo series, Halo Reach looks good. You have to admit that, no matter what you're playing on. Next is a sequel to one of my favorite games of all time. It's Red Dead Redemption. Red Dead Revolver was one of I'm gonna say it's the best Western game ever. Next, second would be LucasArts Outlaws, I think it was called. So yeah, that game was so good, and this one is taking a Grand Theft Auto 4. Like the way that Grand Theft Auto 4 changed the Grand Theft Auto series, this is gonna really make the Red Dead series, I guess, if they continue it after this, that much greater. It's stepping up the bar, and I am so pumped for it. So pumped. Next is Alpha Protocol, and it's gonna make me. It's gonna be really tough to pick which games I'm gonna purchase. Hopefully, I get a job at some sort of place that makes those games very cheap, because I don't know how I'm going to afford all this. And look at me. Instead of shooting the guy, I run after him. Classic Logan. Yeah, so Alpha Protocol, made by Sega, or produced by Sega, I think, and Obsidian. Either way, just looks fantastic. It looks like well, some of the action looks kind of crappy, but it looks like it's any game that uses a James Bond, Jack Bauer, and Jason Bourne type of like speech tree and choice tree is okay in my books. It could be the most god awful game, and I'm still gonna be absolutely pumped for it. And next is a 3D retro style action adventure game called 3D Dot Heroes, and I have to say, if you ever played The Legend of Zelda, any of them, any of the first few, like maybe not number 2, Link's Adventure, because that was a little bit different. That was a side-scrolling game at most points, but the first one, the original, in the gold cartridge for the NES, and A Link to the Past. If you played those, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Those games are awesome. That type of game is just awesome. I cannot wait. I'm so pumped for that. If I say so pumped one more time, you guys can just give me a thumbs down or something. No, please don't give me a thumbs down. But like, I really like Modern Warfare is a great game, but I have to say these games look great. They look like they're gonna be fun. Games that I could actually put some hours into and have lots of fun. On top of that, I have some honorable mentions. I haven't played God of War 3 yet, and that's because I haven't finished God of War 1 and 2. I was never into them in the PlayStation 2 days, so I bought the collection, and I've been going through it. Hopefully I get it done soon so I could play the new one, because it looks god awful. I mean, like, not awful. It just looks brutal. Like, it just looks like one of these games where I'm gonna be tearing out eyeballs of Cyclopses. What other can I say? Other games, I'm just gonna go through them quickly. Crysis 2 coming out soon, gonna be good. Metal Gear Solid Rising, obviously gonna be good. Crackdown 2, another Xbox 360 exclusive that looks great. I played the first one and I loved it, even though it was a shoddy game. It was fun. That was the main thing, right? It was really fun. Not coming out this year, but it's probably my most anticipated game, Diablo 3, Max Payne 3, and Alan Wake. Really pumped for that. Peace out, guys.
Prestige Mode Gaming.